my checkup on my liver, see how it's doing. So I'll let you guys know what the deal is. Good news. So we're headed out of here. We're actually on Penny Lane for all you Beatles fans. See you later. Or see you soon, or whatever. Ooh, kind of dizzy with it. Welcome back. Shades. Hell, you know where you are. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, my labs came back really well, and I won't have to go to that doctor's office anymore. They said liver's healed. That's good news. I am back healthy, ready to take on the world. Ready to cause some serious trouble. Okay, you've decided you wanted to stop drinking. You've had enough. Either you've called the ambulance or you've gone to the hospital on your own and you're ambulatory. So what can you expect when you get there? Well, if you've never been to the emergency room before, receptionist will probably, give you a little wristband with your name, rank, serial number, all that good stuff. Have you sit down, and I don't know, hospitals everywhere vary in their, how long it takes to get seen, depends on how many patients are there, just all different kinds of things. The condition you're in, if you come in destroyed. Well, let's say you do walk in. They'll do all that, they'll call your name, and then you'll go to the back. Where they'll basically, it's triage. They'll do blood pressure, they may weigh you, do oxygen saturation and pulse rate. And the only time I've ever been hospitalized, they couldn't get for some reason I had tachycardia, high heart rate. They didn't know why I was there. I was there for 3 days. Boring. I just watched TV. It was terrible. It felt like a week that I was there, but the food was actually pretty good. That's the only time I've been admitted. I've been there several times just to see what they could do because I was in withdrawal, or going to go into withdrawal. After triage, they'll probably take you to a bed, ask you all the questions, what have you been drinking, how long have you been drinking, how much you've been drinking, etc. If they feel like you're dehydrated or need fluids, they may put an IV in. They usually start that. Bring a banana bag full of all that good stuff, electrolytes and sugars and whatnot, glucose. It's that yellow bag, hence the name. And then you'll just kind of hang around. They may immediately give you an IV shot of Ativan to calm you down. This has never been administered to me, but they may give you a CIWA, C-I-W-A, the Clinical Institute Withdrawal Assessment. And it basically rates everything. If you're diaphoretic, diaphoresis, if you're sweating, increased blood pressure, increased heart rate. They may ask you if you're seeing things, hearing things, feeling things crawling on your skin, the old tactile hallucinations. They may ask you that. Once the Ativan, if they give it to you, it takes effect, you'll start calming down. I'm not a medical professional of any sort, counselor, doctor. I'm just going on my own personal experience to help you guys let you know what to expect if you go to the emergency room for alcohol withdrawal or talk to them about getting off the alcohol. So, okay, you're laying in bed. I've had some good experiences, some bad experiences. I've had nurses that just walk right on by, nurse, I gotta pee. Nothing. They just keep going about their business, pretend you don't want to be there. And there is a stigma, when alcoholics land in the ER. Where they don't want to know you, they don't want to see you, they wish you weren't there. It's just some other bum, like taking up a bed that could be used for somebody else. A lot of them view it that way. Some of them don't. I've had really good nurses and doctors. One doctor basically just tell me, you're not in withdrawal, you're not going to go into withdrawal. Your blood alcohol level is only 0.21. Okay, but I stopped drinking, and I said, how do you know I'm not going to go into withdrawal? You know, and I mean, they may just think you're there trying to get benzos, and which will lead me to something a little bit later to be wary of. Okay, so the doctor comes in, he's going to ask you basically the same thing. When was your last drink? Do you feel, you know, shaky, jittery, nervous? On a scale of 1 to 10 or whatever, basically go whatever the CY. Like I said, the CY has never been given to me. It's basically just a visual assessment. They'll look and go, okay, this guy's bad off. We better admit him. He's a chance that he could have delirium tremens or complicated alcohol withdrawal. We're going to admit him. And there have been people I've known that have gone to the hospital. One for pancreatitis. He was there for several days, said it was the worst pain he'd ever felt. Another guy, they intubated him and knocked him out with propofol. And another guy just didn't tell anybody he had gone in for surgery and became really combative because he didn't tell anybody that he drank a lot, and he drank a lot of hard alcohol and was strapped down. That's never good. So y'all always be honest. You know, with your doctor or your lawyer, always be 100% honest, or they can't help you. You may discuss an outpatient detox. If you feel that's what you know, for whatever life reasons, you got kids, you've got a job, you can't take leave, you can't go anywhere. That's a possibility. It's not advisable to ask anything about medications. Let the doctor dictate what they're going to do with that. My family practitioner has done it once on an outpatient basis. I think they gave me Klonazepam for a couple of days, and that helped. And twice the hospital discharged me with 16 Librium capsules. And the doctors are kind of leery about, you know, because of that contraindication of alcohol. They don't want, to quote a doctor that gave a kind of a TED Talk presentation on YouTube, you can look him up. You know, he said he was leery about discharging a patient with benzos because he didn't want him to go pull a Janis Joplin or a Jim Morrison. You know, because you take alcohol on top of the benzos, and now you're in serious trouble. You could quit breathing. It's just, you know, any benzos with any other CNS substance is not going to end well. Benzos are really, really hard to overdose on by themselves, but when you mix alcohol with them, phew, brother, you are just asking for trouble. So just speak with the doctor about that. They may do it, they may not. I mean, it's really just up to the physician and what they feel comfortable doing. Before you're discharged, usually a social worker will come in and talk to you about options. You know, what kind of insurance do you have? They may have some facilities already, literature, some handouts. If you're thinking about going to, if they don't give you anything and you feel like you still need to detox and are able to go to a facility, I would recommend doing that. You don't really have to stay 28 days. You can tell them up front that you're just there for detox. If you've never been to treatment before, never been exposed to like cognitive behavioral therapy, grounding techniques, things of that nature, it's probably a good idea to do a 28-day program if you can. You know, if you don't have too many domestic type home obligations or responsibilities, it's good to get an exposure to from the treatment and the counseling that's given. Again, like I said, it's up to the what is that outside? It's got to be a garbage truck. Can you hear that? Hate those damn things. Always interruptions, always. Always leave them in though, because they're kind of funny. But that's pretty much what you can expect if you go to the hospital. You may be treated well, or you may not be treated well. And if you feel like you're not being treated well, damn well, speak up and say something. Tell them. I mean, they work for you. You're there, you know? I mean, they're in charge of your treatment, but if you feel like they're not, you know, having a good bedside manner or whatever than that, I mean, you can, I don't know, go to another hospital, tell them you want to go to a medical detox somewhere else. But that's pretty much what to expect if you do go to the emergency room, and I highly advise it if you're having any kind of bad withdrawal symptoms. It's really good to be medicated for every withdrawal. Cold turkey withdrawals are just cause kindling and your brain to get all scrambled up, and it's not good. But I just thought I'd make this video just talking about, you know, if you're ready to give it up, it's only going to end in death, people. I'm here to tell you. You got to quit the drinking. If you're thinking about drinking, you got to do whatever it takes to get there. And I just reached 90 days. Yep. 3 months of sobriety, and I feel really, really good about it. With that note, as always, stay tuned, come back, and I'll see you cats later.